Alright folks, this is Harris Sultan with some unfortunate news to share. This isn't about pushing any specific narrative or cherry-picking facts to support one, but about telling you the plain and simple truth, whether it supports our side of the argument or not. Yesterday, a tragic incident occurred. A boat carrying illegal migrants, many of whom had been encouraged by certain leftist ideologies to take a risk, sank in the English Channel. This political stance that all refugees are welcome, regardless of circumstances, has led to many taking these dangerous journeys. These ideologies merely oppose what conservatives say, without considering the real consequences. So as a result, 10 women and girls out of 12 people tragically lost their lives, while most of the men survived. The French Coast Guard reported that 65 people were rescued from the boat carrying 77 individuals. The number of people making the dangerous crossing of the English Channel in small boats has risen, with more than 135,000 people coming to the UK by this route since 2018, peaking in 2022 when 45,755 migrants arrived. As of August, over 20,000 people have already crossed this year, with at least 30 migrants have died or gone missing in the attempt. Overall, since 2018, 226 people, including 35 children, have died or gone missing while attempting to cross the channel. Every life is precious, but the odds of dying on this journey are 1 in 1,200. 1220 to be exact. Most of these people are economic migrants, and they believe their lives are so bad in their home countries, and even in France, because that's where they're coming from, that they are willing to take these odds. Now, who's responsible for this? The Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, called these deaths horrifying and deeply tragic. But these deaths are not just a result of smuggling. They're also due to the political environment that encourages illegal migration. Prior to 2015, it was generally understood all over the world that if you didn't have a visa or proper documentation, you can't go. Deportation was the norm. What's changed since then? Policies that treat illegal entry with leniency have made it acceptable to arrive uninvited without the necessary documentation and be rewarded with accommodation and 3 meals a day instead of being deported. This has created a system that encourages more people to take dangerous risks. The majority of those crossing are men, young fighting-age men, and they have a minority of women and children as well. The generosity of the West is being met with violence and instability brought by people who may actually be military trained and capable of causing unrest in these countries. But this isn't just about generosity, it's also about stubbornness on the part of the left. They care about their political agenda more than the actual argument. Many people have this obsession with asylum seekers purely because they live in a fantasy world where all cultures are equal, every individual is good, it's all the white man's fault, and we must burn the status quo down. This is what's behind all this woke leftist madness. When sane people say that we should take in refugees responsibly, the left says, "No way, let's do the opposite. All refugees are welcome. Keep them coming. No matter that your country cannot sustain such an influx of migrants." That's what's behind the pro-refugee mob.
Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud, say it loud. Refugees are welcome here.
When sane people say that women's sports are not for those with male bits, the left says, "No way, let's do the opposite. Let's put men with male genitals in female sports and even their bathrooms." That's what's behind this transgender mob. When sane people say that not all cultures are the same and Islam is a violent ideology, these clowns who've never read the Quran or any hadith say, "No way, Islam is the religion of peace." That's what's behind your Islamist and leftist alliance. When sane people say that the law should be applied uniformly across all communities, they say, "No way, let's do the opposite." They imprison natives for social media posts while turning a blind eye when members of a certain community assault police officers, even breaking a female police officer's nose. This is what's behind your two-tier Kia. Check out this video of pro-refugee protesters who, when asked if they would house refugees themselves, all made excuses.
Yes. I'm just wondering if you'd like to go down on a list saying you're willing to take the refugees into your home.
Of course not. Only problem is I rent.
You rent?
Yeah.
Maybe an issue?
Yeah, because they've got, well, they've put 9 bedrooms in a 4-bedroom house, so we're pretty much
So, to actually adopt a refugee and take them into your home?
Well, if I had any space, I
If
would.
you had
but
any
yeah,
space.
it wouldn't be
Right.
a nice place to bring them because
Yeah.
it's a bit overcrowded.
Right.
But yes, if I had the space, definitely.
Thank you very
yeah,
much
yeah.
for that, love. Pop one into your home.
I live in a rental place, so I can't.
Rental.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Someone else's job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I can't.
You can't take one.
I don't have a
Don't have the space.
I-
We'll have a refugee stay at your house.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You'll go on the list.
I don't mind. Yeah, 100%. Give me the thing. Oh wait, I can't because my house is only a little small. And
Amazing. Now, would you be willing to have a refugee in your home?
Yes, if I had room.
If you had room, it's funny that. To adopt a refugee?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Any reason in
No.
particular?
I don't. What sort of refugee are you talking about?
Excuse me, would you be willing to adopt a refugee into your home?
No.
No.
Sorry, I can't.
Would you adopt a refugee into your home?
No, thank you.
No? Adopt a refugee?
I would be willing, yeah, if I had the space.
If you had the space?
Yeah.
So, where should we put them then?
Where should we put them?
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who have done it.
Who are you, mate?
My name's Jim, who are you?
My name's Alistair. I'm already adopted a refugee, thanks.
What does racism mean to you?
It means not equality for those who can't belong here.
For those that don't belong here?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's political talk without any regard for consequences. I want to make it clear that this isn't about race or a lack of compassion. It's about preserving the cultural fabric of the West. Encouraging illegal migration is dangerous for everyone involved. It's time to stop glorifying illegal migration. There are many desperate people living in third world countries who would risk everything to move to the West. Not because they are all being persecuted, but because of economic conditions. Yes, they didn't choose to be born there, but that doesn't mean that those who were fortunate enough to be born in the West should suffer from failing law and order, worsening economic conditions, and the degradation of their public services. It's no one's fault that some people were born in third world countries and others in developed countries. But it doesn't mean that you should destroy your countries because other countries couldn't manage theirs. I hold the left responsible for this tragedy, and the only way to stop this from happening is to make sure you don't put a sticker on your forehead that says refugees are welcome. You're not doing these migrants a favor either. You're making them take this dangerous journey and in the process risking their lives. The longer you put it off, the harsher tomorrow's government's actions will have to be. For instance, look at Poland. Their parliament just passed a law that allows border patrol units to use live rounds. The point is, these boats won't stop with wishy-washy, non-serious statements. They'll keep coming, and the more they come today, the harsher governments will have to be tomorrow. If the trend continues, everyone would be forced to use live rounds. So stop playing lottery with people's lives. Take a firm stand against illegal migration. If you'd like to support my work, you can become my patron by going to patreon.com/Harus Sultan, or you can simply buy me a coffee.